Alright, now we're doing 7Q Cats and Shelves. This is by Real Sup, and 93% of the people like it. So an infinite number of shelves are arranged one above the other in a staggered fashion. The cat can jump either 1 or 3 shelves at a time, from shelf I to shelf I plus 1, or to shelf I plus 3. The cat cannot climb on the shelf directly above its head, according to the illustration. So this one's cool, but right above it, it'll bang its head. Alright? So here's the input's going to be start and finish shelf numbers, always a positive integer. Always positive integers. Finish will be no smaller than the start. And the task is to find the minimum number of jumps to go from start to finish. Alright? And for example, when start is 1 and finish is 5, the answer is 2, because the first jump will go to 4, and then it'll go 1 more, or it'll go 1 and then to 5, like that. And then here's some kitties. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, I'm going to get this. All right. And anyway, so basically, where's the illustration? So basically what we're going to be doing is just jumping 3 each time until there's only 1 or 2 left. So whenever we're going to do like the difference between start and finish minus 3 each time until the difference is 2 or 1, and then we'll just jump 1 more time. All right, hopefully that makes sense to you. So we're going to come over here and we're going to say let diff equal finish minus start. All right, and let's say console.log diff, check it out, test it. All right, so we got 4 to start off with. Let's get rid of this. So we're going to do a for loop. We're going to say for, but this time, since we're going to like do a count, just a direct count, we're going to say something like var result equals 0 instead of let I, because that way we can just return the result. If it's let or if it's const, it won't let us return the result. So we're going to do that, and we're going to also say while diff is greater than 0, we're going to say result plus plus. So the result is going to be each jump. All right. So now we're going to say if diff is greater than 2, we'll say diff minus equals 3. All right. And if not, we'll say else diff minus minus. All right. So for each jump, it's going to do minus 3, because we're going to go 1, 2, 3 each time. And once there's either 2 or 1 left, we're just going to jump 1 at a time, and then we'll just return, result. Test it out. Looks good, and attempt it. All right, and it works. But if you're like me, you can probably see that we could probably do some math to figure this out. So let's come over here and let's just say /* control end * control home, just to comment that out so we can refer to it as we go. And we'll just say something like const solution equals, and then we'll say S for start, F for finish, and we'll also say D equals F minus S for the difference. And then we'll just make an arrow right like this. All right. And let's say console.log right here so we can test where we go. So right now, let's say D, test it out. We got 4 again. So now we can, let's just look at this. And so I'm sure you can see that the magic number here is 3. So if we do the difference divided by 3, let's see what that looks like. So 1, right? So, and then they're expecting 2. So it's going to be 1 plus probably the remainder also. So let's say the remainder operator 3. Let's test that. So 1 plus 1. So let's do d divided by 3 plus d remainder operator 3. All right? Test that out. So we got this going on. So now all we got to do is get rid of these 3's. And instead of doing like a for loop and changing this into a string and then putting everything before the period into a string and then turning the string back into a number, we can just do something even cooler and use Math.floor, which is the static method that always rounds down and returns the largest integer less than or equal to a given number. So we'll just wrap this up right here in parentheses and say in front of it, math, whoops, let's get this insert out of here, Math.floor, and then we'll say right here, what was it, d divided by 3. All right, so let's check that. All right, it works, it works. So let's get this out of here. Get this console.log out of here. Test it out. Attempt it. Hey, and it works, it works, it works. But you know what? This solution, it works, but it's just not very Codewars of us. That's still too easy to read. Why do that when we could do a dirty trick with the bitwise OR operator? And the bitwise OR operator returns a 1 in each bit position for which the corresponding bits of either or both operands are 1. What does that mean for us? It means if you put a 0 here, so right now the B is 3, but if we make the B 0, and let's say 5 is now 5-point gobbledygook right there, and run it, look at that. It just rounds down because of something about the decimal points and the ones get switched and whatever. But regardless of anything like that, fact is it rounds down every time. So we can just come over here and let's just do something like this. Let's just say, what is it? D divided by 3, pipe 0, wrap this thing up in parentheses, add D remainder operator 3, test it out, and look at that, attempt it. Oh, and now we just made something hard to read. Awesome, right? Are we cool now? Are we cool yet? Submit it. All right, and we can see here, so what's up with that? What's up with that? Oh, I did that the first time. This is my second time making this video. Anyway, so yeah, here's this one. We did that the first time. That's a cool way, right? It's cool. Here's this way, and there's a bunch of, anyway, nuts. And there's a bunch of other crazy ways. Let's go over to my new one. That's cool right there, but I like this one too. All right, best practice on that. We already very much liked it, and we'll see you next time.